Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ronnie with RNG, and today I'm going to teach you how to play Codenames. Codenames is a team-based game developed by Vlaada, Chvátil and published by Czech Games Edition in 2015. In Codenames, each team is trying to make contact with all of their agents in the field by figuring out their codenames, but only one person on each team knows the affiliation of each codename shown. It is up to the spy masters to subtly communicate with their team members in order to contact all of their agents and win the game. Let's take a look. These are all of the components you will receive with Codenames. We have a stack of codename cards, 8 red and 8 blue agent cards, 1 red and blue double agent card, 7 innocent bystander cards, 1 assassin card, a stack of key cards, a stand, and a sand timer. Winning a game of Codenames is accomplished by contacting all of your agents in the field and placing all of your team's agent cards. You do this by deciphering clues given by the spy master and correctly guessing the codenames of your agents. The game immediately ends as soon as one team has contacted all of the agents or when one team contacts the assassin. Codename setup is very simple. Players will split up into even teams and choose a color, either red or blue. Each team will elect one spy master and the remaining players will be field operatives for their team. The spy masters will sit on the same side of the table and the field operatives will sit across from them. You will draw 25 codename cards and set them up in a 5x5 grid. One spy master will draw a key card at random, place the key card in the stand, and place that card in front of the spy masters out of view of the field operatives. The red and blue agent card should be placed in front of the spy masters of the corresponding color, and the innocent bystander and assassin cards should be placed within reach of both spy masters. The team that will go first is designated by the colored lights on the outside of the key card. Give that team's spy master the double agent card, and place that card with the rest of the agent cards. The starting team will have to contact one additional agent in order to win, represented by the double agent card. And now, you're ready to play. The starting team spy master should study the key and come up with a one-word clue that will communicate to their field operatives which codenames belong to their team. The key shows the spy masters which field agents belong to their team. Each square on the key represents one of the 25 agent codename cards on the table, and the color of the square represents what team they belong to. Blue squares belong to the blue team, red squares belong to the red team, tan squares are bystanders, and the black squares the assassin. The spy master will give a one-word clue to their field operatives followed by a number. The number given is the number of codenames that the clue pertains to. As a spy master, you want to hint to as many codenames as possible, so connecting multiple codenames to a single clue is the best strategy. However, sometimes that is just not possible, and the spy master can only give a clue that belongs to a single codename, and that is okay as well. The field operatives will use the clue to determine and eventually select one or more agent codenames that they think belong to their team. For example, if one of your agent codenames is Bark, you could give the clue Tree. After being given the clue, the field operatives may talk amongst themselves before making their guesses. A guess is not official until a field operative touches a codename card. Once a field operative touches the card, that team's spy master should consult their key, determine which faction the agent belongs to, draw the agent card of the appropriate color, and place the card on top of the codename. If a field operative makes a successful guess, their turn continues. If a field operative guessed a codename that does not belong to an agent of their team, their turn is over, and the other team will begin their turn. If a field operative makes contact with the assassin, the game is immediately over, and the opposing team is declared victorious. A field operative may continue guessing until they have guessed a number of times equal to the number stated by the spy master plus 1. Each team is required to make at least one guess, but they may choose to stop guessing at any time after that. It is possible a field operative will make contact with an agent of the opposing team's color. If this happens, an agent card of the appropriate color will be placed on the codename card, and the original team's turn will end. If a player or players are thinking too long, any player may utilize the sand timer to force them to make a decision or else forfeit the remainder of their turn. However, utilizing the sand timer should be done at your own risk, as it does not lie within the spirit of the game. Once one team is done giving a clue and guessing codenames, the other spy master will begin their team's turn in the same way. Both teams alternate turns in this way until either team has placed all of their agent cards or when one team contacts the assassin. The clues given by the spy master must follow a few rules. The clue cannot be a word that is also a codename, and the clue cannot be part of a word that is also a codename. The Spy Master should also be able to spell the word if asked by either team. There are a few additional rules in the rulebook, but it is easiest to simply ask the opposing Spy Master if a clue is valid or not. When giving clues, the Spy Master should do their absolute best to maintain a straight face and not give any non-verbal hints as to what codenames they are referring to. Your main goal as a Spy Master is to get the field operatives to guess the codenames by using a single one-word clue and nothing else. Non-verbal hints and communication should be avoided at all costs. And that's it. You are now prepared to play Codenames, so get out there and start playing.